We're starting. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to SecDSM. We got some shit stuff to do, and then we're going to have some fun. So the shit stuff. We are rated R, so I can say shit stuff and things like that. But with that in mind, we do have a code of conduct, so make sure you follow it because we're really serious about it. You can read it over here if you haven't read it already. Everybody should at least peek at it sometime. Good rule of thumb is that you might work with some of the people here someday, and if you want them to actually give you that opportunity and hire you, maybe don't say something that would jeopardize getting hired by them. Does that make sense?
Don't get too drunk.
Don't get too drunk either. There's a slide for that as well. Board members, so Brandon, I think, is coming eventually.
He's showing up late and leaving early. That's what he told us.
Yes. Yeah, otherwise, I'm Craig, this is Colin. You can reach us on Discord or email or different things like that. All right, so that's all the shit stuff. Now we can have fun.
All right, agenda. We're doing the 101 right now. Are we on time? I don't know what time.
We are on time.
We are on time. And then right after, we're going to do the news with Beal. And then at 1900, we're going to have Micah Green do a homeland virtualization, which I think the topic is related to his village at B-Sides, right?
I think it's related to that stuff.
It's all this stuff right here, which was his village at B-Sides, which if you weren't there, I don't know what to tell you. And then some guy named Colin Caves at 7:30 doing a talk about data privacy. And then 10, we're getting the fuck out of here. We're going to Star Bar, which we have a...
Yeah, that is 8.
Why is that 8? We're not getting out of here at 8.
8 plus 2 is 10.
I didn't do this. I'm not in the military. At 10 o'clock, we're getting out of here. That's kind of the, kick us out the door time. Well, I think we have a soft RSVP to Star Bar. So if you're not in the Discord, we kind of flood them now. So they asked us to RSVP. You're still welcome to go. We do that about 10:30. You'll hear everyone asking. And then by 1 a.m., if Craig isn't home, make sure he gets home. He lives like 2 blocks away. He can stumble there. Housekeeping. We have a bunch of cool tech for distilling. Don't touch any of it. It's not ours. Don't touch the barrels. It's not ours. It's other customers. We have a sticker area over here. You want free stickers? Go grab them. We need to get rid of some of them. A lot of them are from B-Sides. We have the pizza back there. We have our sponsor, Axonius. We have bathroom over here.
I don't think they're here yet, are they?
Is Axonius not here?
I haven't.
They're missing out. Axonius will be in the back corner when they're here, if they're not currently. And then there's a bathroom right. I know I'm pointing and it means nothing, but there's 2 bathrooms. You can find them. I don't think I'm missing anything. Bar's up there. It's pretty obvious. What? There's patches on the sticker table now. Challenge ideas, not people. So we actually licensed this from SecKC like 2 years ago when we what did we pay for like $1,000 bar tab, and now we own this from them. Yeah. So this is ours now. So basically the idea is like, I don't like Derek's ideas, but I like Derek. So that's the point. Derek says dumb things, but Derek's not dumb. Sorry, Derek. Volunteers, thank you. We have tons of volunteers. We always need more. We're a nonprofit. I'm going to talk about some stuff later that I might need assistance with volunteering if you're interested. And on that topic, I know we talked about social media previously. I think the idea with social media is we really don't care anymore about social media. I don't know. That's another topic. We'll get to it. Swag. Swag. This QR code leads to some SecDSM swag, which we haven't had in like 4 years. So if you want it, this is your one chance. You got to buy it right now. I'm just kidding. You don't have to rush to buy it right now. It'll be up. I'll get it posted on the Discord. We're currently hosting it, I think, out of Redbubble. I don't remember. We have Teespring. It's probably Teespring. We try not, like, all of the swag is set to not make a profit. I know that there's issues with like certain sizes, certain, like, if you have a recommendation or you have a request for like a logo placement or a logo size or anything, let me know. I just got the swag up so we could get people getting swag again, because there are tons of requests for it. I do have some stuff that hopefully follows through with some local swag companies though, so hopefully that follows through. Ray gun? Is that what I heard? I don't know, maybe. Bar staff. We have instructed them, meeting after meeting, they are allowed to cut you off. I mean, obviously, they know that, but don't overdrink, and if you do, get home safely. We'll get to that next. Please tip. I don't think we have a tab right now because the sponsor's not actually here.
The tab was opened by Ryan at Optiv, so feel free to say thank you to Ryan at Optiv for opening the tab.
That got way too much applause, guys. Be kind, tip, be patient. It always gets busy back there. It's not a super busy month this month, but in the busier months, it does get pretty lined up. So just remember that. Uber, do you want to take over the Uber?
Yeah, so there's Ubers. I've taken them before. It's a lot of fun. It's really easy. You just go to this URL, and then it pops in this coupon code thing automatically into your Uber app. It's pretty fun. Get you here, can get you from here to Starbar, can get you from Starbar back home. It even works tomorrow morning, so your car's in the parking lot, you can come back and get it. I want to say before 2 o'clock or something like that.
Late,
you can sleep in, so your boss might not like it, but you can sleep in and then come get your car and then start your weekend. Also, this is kind of random, but I did, just for funsies, buy a personal portable breathalyzer. So I only have a few mouthpieces for it, but if you're really curious later, we can play with that. I thought it was fun. Instagram ads got me, so here we are. All right, so transparency report. So Axonius was the sponsor for this meeting. I'm not sure what happened with that. It's a really cool product, though. I mean, I don't often talk about vendors that I really like, but I actually really, really like Axonius' product. So you should check it out, even though they're not here. And then if you're a customer, thank them, because I think they got bottles, I believe, which is a higher dollar sponsorship than a normal meeting sponsorship. So that's cool. Thank you to them. Otherwise, we got pizza and stuff like that, blah, blah, blah. And all the financials are on Open Collective, kind of, sort of. Are we still doing that?
They're not updated, so don't trust them. I think what we were leaning to is if you have, I don't know if I'm in the camera. If you have questions on transparency, just reach out to us. I think it's just been too much of a task to keep it updated, so we just haven't been doing it lately. But we are still fully transparent. We'll dump everything you asked for if you want it. We'll probably do some type of annual update. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Sponsored B-Sides Iowa.
Yeah, recently we sponsored B-Sides Iowa. I think we sponsored CornCon for this year already. Sorry?
Sorry, B-Sides Des Moines.
B-Sides Des Moines, not B-Sides Iowa. Not this. Old shirt.
B-Sides KC.
Yep, yeah, we just, anything in the area we can sponsor. I don't know. Yeah, if you have questions, just reach out. We're still willing to be transparent. It's just been a lot of work for a nonprofit. Yeah, I don't have access to the account, so I don't know what to tell you. So thanks to our community sponsors, all from bronze. These aren't bronze. These are what, gold and above. This is everything. I'm not reading. I'm just talking. I'm just doing slop. So these are the big sponsors. These are all the sponsors who help us keep our venue, who help us keep us going. So big thanks to them. Go check them out. You take this.
All right, so ways you can help. We need speakers. We need CTFs. So I think we might have one for next month. That's cool. But keep those coming. Otherwise, donations, referring your vendors to buy bottles, all that other fun stuff. I know he crossed out social media, but we are still sort of looking for people willing to help with that. So we've got a volunteer to help out with LinkedIn. We're just waiting on me to not be too busy to get them set up with access. But if somebody does Twitter or
We have someone for Twitter.
Mastodon, whatever all those things are. I'm bad at social media.
I was gonna say something, but I don't remember what it was.
I can do Instagram.
I'm not doing Instagram. I forget what it was, so we'll just move on.
Yeah.
It'll come back to me. We have a mini CTF from Arden, that guy. QR code leads to it, or you can just go to the CTF channel in our Discord. If you're not in our Discord, that's where all the action happens. Apparently this one's already been solved. It is quote-unquote easy. Okay, which is rare for Arden. I didn't trust it, so it was this time. And then upcoming events. I don't think I bothered to look or update this. I hope it's updated. It's not, actually, because SecDSM is on there. So Blue Team Con, Wild West Hack and Fest, Corn Con, these are the next big ones. I know we have a huge group for Wild West. We have a group going to Corn Con. If you have conferences in here that you know you want to go to and you want other people to be aware.
Like all those ones in Vegas.
Yeah, the little ones out in Vegas. We don't care about those anymore. Just throw them in like the events and cons, or start talking about them in the Discord. They'll get tossed up here. If you can find a group that's going, we can get them in here so you can know that there's other people from SecDSM going. I'm not reading that, but Discord. Again, we've been on Discord for like 4 years now, so there's the QR code. It's also on the website. It's also just discord.dg/SecDSM. Murphy's not here, right? I'm going to skip this if he's not here.
Let's just do it.
I don't want to do it. You can do it.
All right. He didn't update it? All right, so somebody might send you an email with a PDF and it says urgent request. And oh my gosh, it could be a Zoom doc.
This is old.
And apparently you can buy that for free to do things like send voicemails. And you should scan that QR code. I'm sure it's fine. And then you should totally download whatever this is. Probably a voicemail. I'm sure it's legitimate. And we're all human, right? Is anybody not human? Raise your hand. Weird. All right, and then we're doing some Gmail stuff. That's cool.
How did you fit this in
Somebody's having a 101 meeting about their taxes from 2024. Those should probably already be done, just saying. And then some math problems. And yeah, don't buy Zoom docs. All right, news. That was less than a minute. Yeah.
Please take your dirty napkin with you.
I don't think it's mine. This is my pizza, though.
How's everybody doing? Good. We still awake now that Craig put you to sleep with impromptu. Whose slide is it anyway? Besides DSM, just wanted to give a quick shout out again. Appreciate everybody being there. Who all made it? Show of hands. Good. If you didn't hear about it, you're hearing about it now. Please be there next year. We had a total count of 215 people, and almost 200 were still there for lunch. So it was a hell of a good turnout. Appreciate it. Thanks, everyone, and thanks everybody who was there as an attendee and a speaker and everything else like that. We have not announced it officially. This is the first official announcement. We do have the date for next year. So besides DSM 2026 will be at the FFA Center again on June 13th. Yeehaw. Luckily, I went up and had to talk to the lady because I forgot to sign the check. And we got the date. Otherwise, we might not have been meeting until August. All right, the news. So this just came out today. It was in our Discord channel. I think Mr. Gilbert shared it. But 4 people have been arrested tied to the hacks in the UK. They were actually taken down by the National Crime Agency, which is essentially the NSA/FBI of the United Kingdom. Several suspects, but the big issue is these are tied to Scattered Spider and assumed to be a part of the group that's Scattered Spider. So if you haven't heard of Scattered Spider and you've been living under a rock, they're a group that's spinning up a lot more. They're a huge issue with social engineering. They're taking out people's help desks and obviously taking on these big groups. As I mentioned in triage at the bottom, that's Spanish for dumpster fire, by the way, if you didn't understand that. that they are a pain in the ass and stay up on their TTPs because they're taking out people. They came after insurance the last couple weeks and then just swapped over to aviation. So it's a big deal, and they're being a giant pain in the ass. And then Citrix Bleed, which I'm assuming we've all heard of. There's a new exploit, essentially close enough. It's being called Citrix Bleed 2. Definitely take a look at this one. It's another like CVSS 9.9 or 10. It's real bad, so keep an eye on that one. And again, if you use these systems, aka Citrix, which so many people are using, make sure you patch your shit. Intel Broker has been essentially a man in the middle for a bunch of hacking groups, a bunch of ransomware, stuff like that. There's been a bunch of files leaked. He finally got busted, and it was actually a British national. So if you're interested, take a look. It's an interesting story and a whole bunch of cool details. That main bullet point in the middle there about how much stuff was getting traded over the last couple of years is pretty huge. That him and the group were upwards of $25 million. My follow-up to that being, do you really want to live in a non-extradition treaty country with only a couple $1 million in your pocket? And then the U.S. has been cracking down on North Korea. North Korea's IT worker schemes have been ramping up as well. Again, if you haven't heard of this and been under a rock, this is a big problem. North Korea is essentially farming and putting employees in IT positions, getting people hired. It's gotten bad enough now where they've got people in the U.S. hosting laptop farms. And not only on top of that, but they're hiring like brokers to broker people to help them. So they're hiring U.S. citizens to facilitate in the middle to help people get hired, like HR style at other companies, and helping them pass background checks and verifying for each other and stuff like that. So this one's a huge one, and keep an eye on that one. And then general InfoSec activity. I actually looked in SecKC's Discord, and I cannot believe this wasn't called out, but a Kansas City man got arrested a couple weeks ago for hacking and, got arrested a while ago. He was indicted and just pled guilty to hacking multiple organizations down in Kansas City to advertise his pen testing service. So we don't know if he's a SecKC member or not. Yeah, I tried to do some OSINT and find a picture of the guy to see if anybody recognized him. I couldn't find one too quick. He was not a member? Okay, at SecKC on Tuesday? All right. I wondered if it came up because it wasn't anywhere in their Discord. Yeah. So he did super smart shit, like he went into his gym and changed his gym membership down to $1 a month and then sent them a bill for pen testing services. And then he went to a nonprofit and stuck a USB drive in and hacked their system and put a back door in, and they had to pay for incident response. So he's going to probably spend a few years down there. So maybe he'll get to go to Leavenworth or somewhere fun. And then a semi-pro Russian basketball player got arrested in France because we asked them to, because he's apparently part of a ransomware group that targeted a bunch of people. And his lawyer claims he's not technical, and he bought a used laptop that had stuff on it. So, and then a student down in Australia got arrested in her college because she figured out over the last couple of years she could hack in. She gave herself free parking, and then she changed her grades, and then she got more and more mad and decided she'd commit a whole bunch more felonies and decided to download the entire database of the college and try and ransomware them for all the data back. And so the Australian authorities showed up and arrested her. So don't be stupid. What? Yeah, and then this one is great. So this guy in Brazil got arrested for helping a bunch of criminals steal money, and they gave him essentially $2,700 in two different payments, and they stole $100 million in crypto. So, was it at a bar? Okay, yeah, yep. So, again, if you're only getting $2,700 and they steal $100 million, somebody owes you some more crypto. Maybe you can call Intel Broker back and you guys can hang out. Yeah. All right, that is it for the news for the month. Those are all the big hits. And then we always like to do the job thing. So if you have an opening, come up, let us know who you are, where you work for, what the position is, what you're looking for, that kind of thing.
So I think it might not be on the jobs board right now, but it should be eventually. The principal is looking for a product manager for insider threat, not a project, product. So my understanding is all they've gotten is applications from project managers. with 0 experience. They're actually looking for someone, hopefully, who has some cybersecurity operational experience, preferably with some in insider risk. I mean, that would be the ideal. I don't know. It's kind of a weird position, so I don't know how lucky we're going to be. But if you're interested or you know someone that might be interested, come talk to me, and I can introduce you to the people that actually have any control in that, because I actually don't. But yeah.
And if you get the position, put Craig down as a reference so Craig gets the bonus. Just so Micah has to make the face. You asked him last time to come up here and talk instead of you.
Good evening. My name is Derek. I work at Mid-American as a threat hunter. I have 2 jobs. They are also in the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord. Yes, I have 2 jobs for everybody here. No, yeah, bringing jobs back. There are 2 job postings already in the Discord, but just want to highlight it again. One is for the night shift NOC supervisor for Mid-American and all of its adjacent affiliates. And then the other one is for I want to make sure I get the right title. Network Engineer 1, 2, and 3. Also with Mid-American. If you have any questions about that, you can come and talk to me, or you can talk to KB in the back. Raise your hand, KB, and we can answer any questions for you.
Awesome. And it looked like the NOC manager job's actually quite a good salary to it, too, if I remember correctly. It's 6 figures at least, right? Yep.
All right, one last thing. I didn't drive, so I'm not taking any pizza home, which means you guys have to eat all of it.
All right. Anybody else? Jobs? Going once? Going twice? All right. Do we have any talks on deck for next month? Okay. Are we filled? All right. When is the next time we need talks? August? Okay. All right. All right. So basic agenda next month. Apparently there are talks. Colin can apparently update slides. So 101. And then you have to listen to me run my mouth for 2 minutes. And then we will wrap up here. What time is it? 5-minute break. Micah, you good in 5 minutes? Okay, let's do a 10-minute break. Go grab some pizza, grab another drink on the tab, and come back and listen to Micah talk about all this fancy crap he brought.